I'm a little quick with a look at one of the latest additions to GeForce NOW, Monster Hunter Rise and its latest expansion, Sunbreak. Capcom has finally begun dropping games on GeForce NOW. Today we take Monster Hunter Rise on a tour to see how well Nvidia's finest machines can deliver the dangerous world outside of Kamura Village. Let's hunt some monsters.
Let's go!
GeForce NOW is stable and fast. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're near enough to your servers to get low latency, you're going to have fast, responsive controls and clean internet connections. I couldn't tell the difference in controls on GeForce NOW compared to playing on my home PC or Switch. I was dodging like a champ with no lag or stuttering. Online features all work as expected. You're getting the full Monster Hunter Rise experience. For consistency, we're going to keep it in the Shrine Ruins so we can compare performance with some parity in our visual tests. We're on to the Ultimate tier, so let's start with our default settings and cap the FPS at 120. It defaults to 60 FPS, so make sure you fix your FPS cap if you have the hardware to enjoy it. Whether I'm cruising around on Taro or dueling a big beastie, I rarely see any drop below 120 frames per second. I'm going to call this perfect. If we switch it up and try for the highest possible settings without any DLSS enhancements, we're usually around 100 or so frames per second. It never falls below 85 and still peaks up at that 120 max. Open fields, waterfalls, 3 bosses at once. Ultimate tier don't care, 100 FPS. Now Monster Hunter Rise does support DLSS. Let's turn it on and see if it's worth it. About a 10% FPS increase on Ultra. This game still looks good, but I think it looks better with the default settings without any of that anti-aliasing that's needed for DLSS performance. Personally, I'd stick to 4K at the highest settings with DLSS off. 85 plus frames per second is more than enough for me. But if you demand 120 FPS at all times, just stick with the average visual settings and skip the DLSS this time. I'm a big fan of Monster Hunter Rise. Whether you're into fighting monsters, dressing up your pets, twin dragon girls, or unique culinary techniques, this game's got it. Multiplayer action games like this require great controls and steady internet, 2 things that the GeForce NOW service delivers. In addition, this title runs so efficiently that only the most maximized settings at 4K are even going to trouble the ultimate hardware to temporarily dip below 100 FPS. If you're running at a resolution under 4K, I don't think Nvidia's hardware is going to stumble at all. Top those settings off. If you enjoyed this overview of Monster Hunter Rise on GeForce NOW's Ultimate tier, give us a like. It really helps us out. If you'd like to support us further, join as a channel member or check out our Patreon. Above all else, make sure you're subscribed to keep it locked right here at the only place you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle. I'm Little Quick, and I'm thrilled that GeForce NOW is getting more and better games in their library. More Capcom, please!